Hi everybody, we're here at Las Perlas and we have two very special guests today. She's Arwen and she's Megan Fahlenbock, and I know that you know them because they have performed in a very special movie. And well, let's let Megan to tell us about it. How's the baby formula project doing?
It's doing amazingly. So right now the baby formula is out at the AMC theaters at Yonge and Dundas, and we've had just huge audiences and an amazing audience response to the film. It started as just a little low-budget Canadian feature film that the director wanted to shoot when she found out that myself and my co-star Angela were pregnant, because we did a short film with this director about 4 years ago, and called Succubus, a very interesting film about two lesbians who wanted to have a baby, and they wanted to use this science that was being tested at the time using stem cells, but it wasn't effective. It was the whole stem cell differentiation that ends up being used in the baby formula, where we actually had our own biological child in the baby formula. But in Succubus, the science didn't work. So the director always wanted to do a feature where the science did work. And it was one of those things where Angela called Ali, the director, and said, "Guess what, I'm pregnant." And then Ali called me and said, "Guess what, Angela's pregnant, I want to do the feature." And I said, "Well, guess what, I'm pregnant too." And she said, "Well, we are doing this feature." So she basically got the writer to write the movie, and we started shooting in like a month, because she wanted to shoot when we were pregnant, so obviously time was very sensitive.
And I love this movie because we're talking about two women having a baby, but with these cells, with womanly sperm.
Yeah, womanly sperm is a great way to put it. And basically the science is really being tested right now in mice. It's not successful at the moment. Basically has been brought around for not just same-sex couples, which it will be very useful for, but also for men that are infertile. They'll be able to use infertile men, sterile men, will be able to use their stem cells, differentiate their stem cells into viable sperm, and then be able to impregnate their wife and have their own biological child. And the same will go for lesbian and homosexual couples. Of course, men will have to have a surrogate carrier. They can't actually have babies yet. That will be in another century completely.
How was it to shoot with being pregnant?
Oh, it was amazing. How free was that?
Yeah.
Like just letting my belly hang out and my big boobs hang out and eat whatever I want, and yeah, it was really nice. And I felt sexy and beautiful and really lucky to be working and documenting my pregnancy on film. I have my whole pregnancy documented.
Just to tell you that I loved the acting, but I was so amazed with your dancing abilities at the end. It's so much fun. I love that black
Thank you. Yeah, the black eyed peas, my humps. Yeah, we did this. That was an interesting thing where our director was so open-minded that if we had an idea, she always took it. We did a lot of improvisation, and she had an idea for her film, but she really trusted us as actors to just do stuff, do fun things, especially with the pregnancies and stuff. So Angela, I guess it's one of her favorite songs, the Black Eyed Peas, My Humps, and she suggested to Ali, why don't we dance to this song? How fun would it be to have a pregnant woman dancing to My Humps? And Ali's like, that's a great idea. Let's do it tomorrow. So that's what happened. And the problem, unfortunately, when you go to the movie in the AMC, it will not be run in the credits because we couldn't afford to actually get the rights for the credits. It was good for all the film festivals, which it's been in, and it's actually going to be at the Castro Theater in San Francisco this weekend, and the My Humps will be in it for sure. But you can see it online anywhere. You can go to YouTube and find it. But when you go to the theater, we have a completely different end credit sequence, unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe Fergie will give us the rights for it.
And I love the fact that there's this scene You are at the gay parade, 2007.
Yeah, 2007.
And after 9 months.
Yeah, here we are, right? I know. The gay pride was another interesting day because Angela, we were basically in the film originally, in the script. Angela was supposed to, do you want some of these? Was supposed to have, her water was supposed to break in at the pride. We were supposed to find these girls with Harleys. We're gonna jump on the Harleys and go to the hospital. That was in the script. We were researching, or we were rehearsing the scene that morning. While Angela was practicing getting on the motorcycle, her water broke.
Okay.
So all of a sudden, for real, her water broke. She was like, "Oh my God, there's water all over the motorcycle." Allie's like, "You're still mic'd. The cameras are rolling. Let's go with it. And are you comfortable?" And Angela was like, "No, I'm not comfortable. Unmic me, turn off the camera. I have to go to the hospital."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Okay."
I'm a mom now.
Yeah, she's like, "I gotta go be a mom and push this baby out." And so I was like, "Okay, so we're gonna go home now?" And Allie's like, "No, it's time for you gotta play. You gotta get out there." And so it was a completely improvised day. I was dancing with naked men and John Tory is in it. I don't think he realizes he's in our film. Sort of looks like he squirted me with a water gun. And I basically danced and had a great time. And in fact, because of this amazing Pride sequence, they've asked me to be a judge this year for the Pride Parade. So I'm going to be a judge at the Pride Parade on Sunday. So what a neat thing. 2 years later, I get to be a judge at this wonderful, joyous celebration. And how fun will that be?
I am amazed. How did you handle everything? You're a great actor and you're so busy here.
You are so busy, aren't you?
Yes.
Clap, 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 clap,
Yes.
clap, clap. Yeah, you know, it was a real juggling act at first, for sure. And for Arwen came to almost every one of my auditions at the beginning. I carried her around in the little car seat, and I would just sort of plunk her down in front of someone and say, you know, rock her if she cries. Like she was usually sleeping at that point. I tried to time it. And she came to all my auditions. And I do a lot of voice work as well. I do cartoons and, you know, commercials and stuff like that. So for jobs, I would have a babysitter for her right at the beginning. I had a 6-week mat leave, basically with ACTRA, which is my union. They give us 6 weeks, not a lot of time. But voice work, luckily, it's, you know, my job would be 1 hour, 2 hours. So I was, obviously, I breastfed her. So I would always try and time it. So I nursed her right before, and then after I would leave a bottle for her. She always took a bottle. We're a real juggling act and a balancing act, but Arwen is such an easygoing kid, and you know, as you can see, she's really accepting me doing this interview.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Well, thank you for having us, and please go see the baby formula at the AMC Young and Dundas, playing right now, all weekend long, all next week, and enjoy the film. I hope you enjoy it, and you can ask me any questions online. I'm sure they will get back to me.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, thanks.
All right, you want to say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye, Arwen? Bye-bye. No. No, it's her word of the week.
No.